Atmanam prakatish adha nidhaya shre apnuya ragna tatha prakritayo naradeva ahitadayaha. O King or Lord of humanity, when a king directly depends upon his estates and follows their instruction, he is happy. Similarly, when his estates offer their gifts and activities to the king and follow his orders, they are also happy. So, this is the formula for happiness. The first thing is that it is not just a social drama. I follow your order, you follow my order. That will not make anybody happy. The goal is that Krishna is being served. The king has a duty. Therefore, he has spiritual master. For what purpose? The king is having a spiritual master. So he is under the guidance of the spiritual master. For what? For his own spiritual advancement, and through the king for the spiritual advancement of the society. And this is very important. So any social drama will not help. Okay, I pat your back, you pat my back. That's useless. Unless you forget. That is what happened to the caste system. Actually, Vedic system is not Hindu dharma. This Hindu word is not used. What is called Varnashma dharma. And this Varnashma dharma totally degraded when people forgot the very principle for cooperation. Varnashma means there are people with different tendencies, but on what basis they should cooperate. Correct? Different tendencies. Some people have intellectual tendency, some people have administrative capacity, some people have business tendency, and some people want to sleep. There are 4 kinds of people. But how these 4 can be integrated with the common objective in mind, that is Varnashma dharma. So this is have to be understood. When people forgot the samsiddhi haritoshanam, the Varnashma charat, Vishnu aradite pumsa samsiddhi haritoshanam. It says the last 2 lines. The very purpose of Varnashma is that Vishnu is worshipped. Samsiddhi haritoshanam, and he is satisfied. When this was forgotten, then what happened? People simply started claiming, I am a Brahmana, so I am special. What is so special? Are you worshipping the Lord? No, I am Brahmana. For what? For what purpose? And I am a Kshatriya. For what purpose? You are not giving the teachings and you are not making the society advance in Krishna consciousness. Just like there was a king at Jaipur. So when the Govinda deity came from Vrindavan, there was an attack of different Muslim kings and the deities had to be protected. So they took the deity and they ran to Vrindavan. When the deities came to Vrindavan, from Vrindavan they came to Jaipur, the king received the deity as a real king has come. He made a beautiful temple. Not only that, every day he went to the deities and submitted his own decisions, his accounts, everything. My Lord, this is what I did yesterday. And then next what happened? He used to take everything, he used to submit himself to the Lord. And he made it compulsory for all his citizens to come and take darshan 3 times a day. Then everything became auspicious. This is the king. This is the king. Not that simply eating, sleeping, I'm very comfortable, so I am a king. If it is like that, a revolt will happen. Nothing artificial can stay. Nothing artificial can stay anywhere. If the king is not doing his job, therefore around the world monarchy was abolished. Why? The kings were misusing. But when the kings were doing their duty, monarchs were worshipped. When they started thinking this is my, my own special, I am a special person, this all I am entitled to without delivering the goods, then people wash their hand away. Who wants? Correct? Nothing artificial to stay. Similarly, the Brahmanas, they also artificially started feeling. We are very special because I am born in Brahmin family. Nobody cares about them now. They don't have any respect as they think they are having. People may can call Bhatru and all, but at heart they have no respect for them because they are not doing their duty. So people rejected the Kshatriyas, people rejected the Vaishyas. When they started exploiting, there was a revolt. Communism was nothing but a revolt against Vaishyas. So around the world we see that nothing artificial will stay. So each person has to deliver his good. You take a role in the society, a respectable role in society, and you think society should accept you, but you have to deliver the goods. Correct? Other people will say, why? Why the hell I should do? Correct? How long? It is a matter of time. Anybody will reject the artificial situation. So we see this happen in the history. So why it happened finally? Because the goal of Varnashma, which was a cooperation, was forgotten. Just like in a temple. Everybody is doing different part, but if he forgets that is cooperating to serve the Lord, then who cares about him? Nobody cares. Correct? Not important. We cannot be focused on our own self. We cannot forget the seva to the Lord. What am I doing? Here are the deities. What service I am doing to the deities? Oh, very nice. I could do this service today. I could do this service today. So that's what that has to develop in the heart. Otherwise, nobody cares. I am very important. Who cares? Correct? Our focus is not here any individual. Our focus is the deities. If somebody is serving the deities, oh, it's very nice. It's very nice. Somebody is serving Prabhupada, so nice, so nice. Correct? If somebody doesn't accept authority of Prabhupada, hey, wash your hand away. Hare Krishna. We have nothing to do. ISKCON is nothing but Prabhupada movement. Correct? And the deities, actually the real meditation should always be go to Krishna through the Acharya. Always you should feel, as so many times the Acharya is worshipping the deities. We are just assisting him. Assisting the Acharya in his worship to the deities. So that is what is happening. We are all assisting Srila Prabhupada in his worship of Radha Govinda. And we are doing whatever we can do. And we see so many areas we have to still work. But how it is done? By cooperation. Okay? That is how Shri Radha Govinda ki. So that is how the deities are worshipped, in cooperation. And then the very atmosphere becomes so sweet. And then the things progresses. The king here is taking the counsel of his ministers and sages, and then he used to make a decision. Decision has to be made. At least anarchy, if 100 people start making decisions, nobody cares. Decision somebody has to make. Correct? But then when somebody before making decision, he may take input. Okay, what do you say? What do you say? But finally when the decision is making, nobody interferes. Correct? That's how the king used to function. People go and give their, okay, please take care of this, please take care of this. Then somebody has to make a decision. This is true in any social body. This is true for a kingdom. This is true for internationally. Previously, internationally also this was true. There was one emperor. Because internationally also sometimes decision has to be done. Today it is anarchy internationally. Correct? Somebody wants to do that. Like in China says this is our area. It's anarchy. There is no emperor to say whether it is doing right or wrong. Correct? There is nobody. At every level there has to be. And finally, Parameshwara is Krishna, the supreme decision maker. So it's true, we may not be doing, and there may be confusion and anarchy because of so many, we have created systems in this world. But finally nothing is moving without the will of Krishna. But because the humanity is not organizing itself the way it was organized. You see, the king is there. Different sages give the counsel to him. And true, if he becomes crazy, every rule has an exception. They impeached. Just like today also they have a system of impeaching. Recently they impeached the president in, I think, South Korea. They impeached. Impeach means they all ministers said no. They have the voting and they removed. So similarly the king, there was an example of king Vena, he was impeached. The king Vena was put into the throne by the sages and given an opportunity, even though his childhood was not very wonderful. It was very, very cruel. But there was no king. King is not like today what we think, any joker you elect from the street and making a king. No. Somebody was telling the spatial genetic engineering. In the sense, it has to be extremely powerful. Not powerful, extremely powerful. Like Ravana, when he was fighting, whole his army was not equivalent to him. He was so powerful. When he came to fight at the end, it was like more than all his army which has done before. He had so many powers. Even in the Mahabharata war, you take the main warriors like Karna, Arjuna, they were the main warriors. The rest of them are just there. Okay, the fight, that's okay. They were extremely special. Not like today. Okay, anybody become, you make some system. They were specially trained. Not only with a very special character, very special knowledge of the Divya Astras, and they were mentally, physically extremely powerful, very capable Kshatriya. They were called Maharathis, Atirathis. They could fight with thousands at a time. Isn't this true? They're very special. I was thinking why they didn't put anybody else. Very, very, maybe extremely powerful. Vena was extremely powerful. It's coming in their lineage. But then he was, some problem was there. His one side of lineage was, I think, from mother side, he was from some demonic family. So some dangerous genes were also there. But anyway, as far as I analyze, the character is not in the genes. The genes only carry the, what do you say, the body. The mind is the one which is independent of all this, your DNA. That is why they are making a mistake in the analysis. They think if we can do genetic engineering, they're very focused now, trying to understand which part of your body is in which gene. And then you can make custom body after some time. You want a child, they're trying to work on that. Even if you could do that one day, what is the use? Because the character of a person has nothing to do with the genes. Because mind is separate from the gross body. So your genetic information cannot have anything about the mind. Mind is another instrument of the Lord. Correct? Bhumi apo analo vayu khammuno buddhi evacha ahankari yatam te binna prakriti ashtada. So mind intelligence falls to go, it's all subtle body. Subtle body has nothing to do with the genetic makeup. It is separate. Isn't it? It is separate. So what will be the use? I don't understand of all this. Because even if you get a custom made body, very beautiful, beautiful eyes, what is important? The form or the character? The character. So what's the use of this? What's the use of this? A totally wasteful civilization. Prabhupada said, wasting time in an area which is not needed. Wasting their time and wasting other people's time. How much time, energy, and how much mistakes will happen. Even they go to this gymnastic, it is not going. It's not a Shruti Pramana. It's not Prataksha Pramana. And they will say, oh, this gene will touch. And many of the genes have what is called pleiotropic effect. Not only affect your nose, it will make it straight. It makes some other thing also. It has multiple effects. How much hit and trials and damage they will have to do for some 10,000, 15,000 years, and how much money spent just to custom make a body. Correct? And then what's the use finally? Because forget the soul. Even mind is independent of this, your genetic makeup. So what is important is the person's character. There was what is called autism. So many children are born and they cannot even speak one line. Yesterday I met somebody telling, I have one relative who is autism, can't speak. You know that? They mentally retarded. So what is the use? It's full perfect genetic makeup. After that he can't understand anything. You know, and he can't. So therefore I forget about the soul. What is the soul? Soul is still further away. It's such a situation. So anyway, so here was the king. His name here is Chitraketu, and it is being spoken that he is very careful. Before making decision, he is taking everybody's counsel. And Prabhupada says when he does like that, everybody is very happy. They know he is taking all input, but then they give you room to make a decision. Otherwise, it will be anarchy, chaos. That's not there. They're giving an opportunity. At the same time, he cannot take it for granted. I am the king. If he does something nuisance like King Vena, as I began the story, his situation was that he was made the king by the sages, given an opportunity, even though he did not have a good childhood. So my understanding was must have been extremely powerful compared to ordinary citizen. Otherwise, why they gave him the chance? Okay. So anyway. Because it is not that the king's son only has to be the king. Among the Kshatriyas, the sages can vote and select the best one. But because there was a democracy also in the Vedic time. Democracy means the sages can vote. Prabhupada gives an example that Krishna chose Yudhishthira Maharaj to be the ruler. That's one vote. That is a kind of voting. That's a vote. Not like today, anybody, everybody. This is Prabhupada therefore called democracy as demon go crazy. Why? Because ordinary person should be qualified. Nothing wrong. Democracy is not wrong. But people should be qualified to vote. They should be mature to vote. And today we know all the voting happens because of so many silly considerations. People are not mature to vote. Prabhupada used to say, actually Indian democracy will be a failure because people do not have any political sense. And today we are seeing everywhere. You can easily be exploited. Common mass of people, they have no political sense. Just by you throw some coins, you throw some liquor bottles, you play the caste card or something, and you can become the king. Correct? Religion card, caste card, some money, some bottles, and you can win an election. And we can make rumors, we can make propaganda. Easily the masses fade away. They are not mature. We know the confident. They are not mature to vote. And we know by result. Phalena parichate. The result is that the worst people are always elected. The best people in the city never get elected. Neither they want to even stand in election. It is the whole process is so criminalized around the world, democracy. No gentleman will even stand for election. No gentleman. And that means how you are going to get good leaders. Correct? Already it has been hijacked by criminals. The whole process had been hijacked. Many states is total gundagardi. If you're standing for election, you get a threat call. You sit down, otherwise you'll be shot dead. And they're shot dead if they don't vacate the contest. So dangerous. So now what happens? But therefore people have to be mature. So what we can do today? Therefore Prabhupada said, go to the mass now. You cannot change. He can understand. You cannot tell people to change the system. That's not possible. You cannot say, if today we make a declaration, ISKCON makes a declaration that monarchy should be brought. Who cares? Nobody will care. Sit and chant Hare Krishna Swamiji. So we have to see what we can do, what we can. You cannot change the democratic process which has been adopted. But what you can change is to make the people more responsible. And Prabhupada said, therefore, he talked about the highest thing. Make people Krishna conscious. Therefore, he asked about mass distribution of his books. Let them read. At least they read one page. Something they will understand. They are totally ignorant. Therefore, Prabhupada said, no, if you want to sell a book, ask a person. You want to remain a Muda? No, buy the book. I don't want a book. You want to remain Muda? You remain a fool if you don't read Bhagavad Gita. That's the best way. So anyway, so the mass has to be educated in Krishna consciousness. Therefore, say the mass should become Bhagavata, devotees of the Lord. And then they will select a Mahabhagavata to be their ruler. And they will be Vaikuntha on earth. This is Prabhupada's formula. But it's not easy. So that's the only way we can proceed. That is the only way. If you want the total upliftment of the society, you have to go to the masses. So the mass all become mature, they become nice devotees. Then they will select. Then they will put a first condition. If somebody is a drunkard, woman hunter, a drug addict, it cannot be elected. So already all these demons are out. All the demons will immediately be out. But when the mass itself is drunkard, woman hunters, drug addict, then what they will elect? An animal will always select a bigger animal. Swavidvara Ussara Kare Samsuta Purusha Pashu Nayat Karna Patopeta Jatu Nam Krita Gajaha. Shastra says people will only elect a bigger animal. An animal only appreciate bigger animal. He cannot understand any other thing. Okay, so this has been said here. So Vena, when he was given an opportunity, misused that opportunity. Rather, what happened to Vena? He started exhibiting all his demonic qualities without any restriction. All the sages gathered together, they went to Mr. Vena. What is all this going on? You have made a big declaration. Bhedi Gorena Bharasa. There is one shloka, no? By drums. Every village and town, he made an announcement. Stop all worship of God. Worship me. So the sages went to him. What is all this nonsense? He said, what kind of person are you? Vena is scolding them. I am the one maintaining you. You should worship me. Why are you worshipping Vishnu? Because king used to give charity to the Brahmanas. Where is your God? I am God. And they said, my God, such a demonic person. So they, just by their wish, by their shrapa, they killed him. They were so powerful. So Brahmanas are powerful, Kshatriyas are powerful. Where is the Brahmana like today? Even 100 years ago, Brahmanas were extremely powerful. British time, they could just hear and they could remember anything. There's so many. In fact, Britishers use Brahmanas in so many court cases because they used to be perfect eyewitness. They don't lie and they have a crystal clear memory. So you can use their evidence Some devotee located, even in their record. They had one thing very good. They used to keep wonderful record of all their decisions. And so many times they said they used brahmanas because they had this quality. They will not lie, and they have perfect memory. Even we don't have brahmanas today. We don't have kshatriyas today. Correct? We don't have vaishyas today. Only shudras. Kali Yuga is full of shudras. You will see so many people doing business. They are vaishyas. No, vaishya is not that. Vaishya is only three things: krishi, goraksha, vanijam. Vaishya means he does agriculture, organizes agriculture, he protects the cows, and on this amenities of cows and agriculture, he does business. Not that he opens big industries, no. That is not a Vaishya's business. So we have none of the three in the society. We have only Shudras. Kalau Shudra Sambhavaha. So how can society be peaceful? So there this shloka is talking about how a Kshatriya behaved responsibly. बहुत बड़ा चीज है. अभी तो there is the Shudra Samaj. We are not in Brahma Samaj, we are not in Kshatriya Samaj, we are not in Vaishya Samaj. We are in Shudra Samaj in Kali Yuga. Okay? So the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very kind. Wherever you are, does not matter. In fact, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Rai talked about Varnashrama. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, bahaya, this is external. Let us not focus on bringing back the Varnashrama at present. And first thing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu order gave us, public distribution of the holy name. Wherever people are situated, let them stay there. Whichever profession they are doing, whatever they are doing, let them just submissively hear the holy name of the Lord and take shelter of the Shastra. The message of the pure devotees. And then what will happen to them? If they submissively hear the holy name of the Lord and they hear the Krishna Katha as given in Gita and Bhagavatam, then as Bhagavatam second shloka says, what will happen? Dharma projita kaitvatara parmo nirma saranam satam vedam asratatra shivadam tapatra unmoolanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni krite kimva pareshwara saddo hriday avaruddhate kritivi tashanat. When they hear the Bhagavad Katha, what will happen? Krishna will establish very soon in the innermost core of their heart. And life will become fully auspicious. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki.